Being bisexual is a sexual identity where people still don't understand or respect. Yeah, let's say respect. Being bisexual means you like the same gender and you like the opposite gender. People don't believe you when you're like, yeah, I don't like just men or just women. You have to pick and choose, right? We live in a linear world where everybody has to fucking pick and choose.
Is your family accepting of your LGBTQ lifestyle?
People just can't like what they like. People can't just enjoy what they enjoy. Bisexuality is validated the same way that heterosexuality is. I didn't know that biphobia was a thing until how people treat bisexual men compared to like bisexual women. Bisexual men, I feel like, get more of a harder time because we live in a society where men have to like women. The idea of a man liking a woman and a man sexually is just kind of like, oh no, you gotta pick one. Bisexual men are called gay. They're not gay because they like women too. They're not gay because they also enjoy having intimacy with women. So to me, whenever I hear about you can't like both, you're gay. No, sweetheart, you're ignorant. If you are a heterosexual woman and you have no interest in being with a bisexual man, okay, cool. But what happens is people become biphobic. There's no such thing as a man liking a man or woman. He likes men. He's just in the closet. Those are two different things. Men that are down low or in the closet are homosexual, usually. Men that are bisexual and have no issues with saying I like men and women are not closeted gay men. They're not hiding anything. You're asserting that they're hiding something and they're like, no, I genuinely like men and women the same way that I do. Bisexuality is just that. Even when you're a woman and you're bisexual, there are lesbians that are like, no, you like men, so don't come over here. I don't like you because you may like women, but you like men, and that's a turnoff, which is fine. You know, everybody has their preferences and everybody likes what they like. Women that are bisexual do get a hard time navigating if a woman likes her or not, because if she likes a man, she's going to be like, well, this person probably thinks I'm straight. This lesbian is not going to give me the time of day because she's picking up on the fact that I like men too, or she thinks that I like men only. Being a bisexual woman is awkward.
This movie is good.
If you're a bisexual woman that would desire to be in a relationship with a woman more than a man, but you're bisexual because you still find sexual attraction to the opposite sex, but you don't have the desire to actually do anything with the opposite sex. I'm actually attracted to the mind of people. Like, I don't care about what they have between their legs more than what is up here. Intelligence is, to me, the most attractive thing on a person, which is why I hate bigots so much, which is why I'm like, I don't know how people can be in relationships with people that are homophobic, transphobic, or xenophobic, or racist, or any of that. How are you in a quote unquote loving relationship with the person that has hate in their heart, is a bigot, or hates a specific group just for existing? Like, how the hell do you call that a loving dynamic, but have the nerve to hate on same-sex relationships? I've dated a bisexual man before, years ago, probably when I was like maybe like 18. I knew he was bisexual, but I didn't care.
Let me pretend I care. Okay, I'm done.
Because he was interested in women as well. So it was like, okay. I don't think about people, what they were doing with their past relationships. If I'm dating a guy, I'm not thinking about what he was doing with other women before me. The same way I wouldn't be thinking of a bisexual man and what he was doing with other men before he met me, because it's the same thing. If you're with me and you're with me right now, I'm not focused on anything else. Like, why would I?
Focus on the present. Okay. Enjoy what's happening now.
If you're cheating, you're betraying my trust, whether it is with a woman or a man. But if I know that you're bisexual, then it doesn't matter. The point is you cheated. You put my health at risk, even if it's with a woman, because women can also have STDs. I feel like a lot of people get caught up in people's sexual identity before they get caught up in like the actual character of the person. If a guy is bisexual and he is talking to me or he's getting to know me, I'm not like, oh my God, he likes penis as well. Ew. If I like penis and he likes penis, then we have a common ground. We have a common ground. If you're a woman, if you're a cis hetero woman and you're like, I like penis, how are you mad or don't understand how another man can like penis? You like it. But again, it goes into like the patriarchal normativity and the religious Christianity views where it's like men should not lay down with man. That I don't entertain bigots. Some men will be like, I would never date a woman that is attracted to another woman because it's just not for me. Or he might have in his mind, how do I know that she's not having intercourse with her friends? How do I know they're not bumping pocketbooks until the change come out? If someone is going to cheat, they're going to cheat. You find out, you find out. If you don't, you don't. You can't control what other people do, who people choose to sleep with, or who people choose to cheat on you with, right? If you find out, then you act accordingly. But nobody knows what someone else is up to, what their interests are, unless they tell you.
You're bi.
You would never know if your partner is attracted to a trans woman or a trans man unless he tells you. You're going off of a system that shows you, okay, well, if your partner says I'm this, I'm that, you're like, okay, I believe you. Like, no one knows 100%. Because sexuality is so fluid that it's kind of hard to pinpoint whatever the hell a straight man is. Like, what is straight? Oh, he's straight as an arrow. I mean, he's going to say no homo if he eats a lollipop or licks an ice cream. No homo. No homo. No homo. I'm sorry, if a guy says no homo all the time, he's on some homo shit. Why are you giving a warning?
Bitch, you better be joking.
To lick an ice cream cone. Why are you giving a warning? To mention anything about the male anatomy, there's context. You don't have to say no homo unless you're letting us all know that you're thinking about penises in a certain way. Why else would you be thinking about penises? That doesn't require for you to think about penises. I just don't understand how people can hate people for living in their truth. If you're someone that is like, this is what I'm attracted to, this is what I like, who cares what other people think? Shout out to the show Insecure. Who cares that you had an experience with a male in college and you realize, you know what, it wasn't for me? That doesn't make the guy gay. If he had sexual relations with another male and he realizes this is not for me, that doesn't make him gay. Grown adults still don't know anything about sexuality. That's what it really boils down to, let alone STDs. A lot of people are still ignorant when it comes to like HIV and HSV1 and HSV2 and all that. They make shit up in their heads and then they act based upon what is in their head, even though what's in their head is ignorance and lack of information. That's why we have so much bigotry, because it's just full of ignorance. People just not knowing better. Just like the biracials. You're not black enough, you're not white enough. You're not straight enough, you're not gay enough. According to society, it's gays versus straights. Natural born woman versus trans women. Whatever the fuck natural born woman is. People not having enough exposure to different sexualities and different groups of people as well. Because if you ask the average person, how many trans people are you friends with? Some people are like, none. Some people are like, I work with one. Some people are like, my banker is a trans person. My groomer is a trans person. My barista is a trans person. But like, how many trans people that you actually have a relationship with? And how many relationships, friendships, of course, like platonic friendships, do you have with bisexual people, bisexual men even? Because that's what I'm saying, like the stigma around bisexual men is way more deeper than bisexual women, because being a bisexual woman, you could kind of get away with the idea of like, well, at least you still like men. And cis hetero men will look at bisexual women as like, well, she's probably just playing around with the girl. She don't really like the girls, you know? She's not really gay. She's just messing around. So she calls herself bisexual, but she really likes men. She really likes the D. No, sir. I generally like women. I'm sexually attracted to women the same way I would be attracted to you. It's not a meter. And I think like people look at bisexuality as like, which side do you lean into more? Whoever I'm attracted to in that moment. It could be a male or a female. It's not about I'm attracted to you because you're more of a woman or because you're more of a man. That's not what bisexuality is. I can't help what I'm attracted to the same way that you can't help who you're attracted to. It just so happens to be male and female. I've only been in serious relationships with men, but it doesn't mean that I'm not drawn to being in a romantic relationship with a woman eventually in the future. It just so happens to just be timing. But also I was leaning into my heteronormativity. When I did entertain marriage, I was envisioning myself with the guy. The cake toppers, you know, the male and the female. Like I envisioned myself having like this heterosexual lifestyle will be like in passing conversation, and they would be like, what? I'm like, yeah, I like women as well. So while you over here trying to make me jealous over other women, I probably might be able to snatch her up before you snatch her up. So yeah, that's the fun part about being a bisexual woman. You can be like, oh, I can probably take her before you can take her. She'll probably come over here with me before she even entertain you. But I'm sure there are some jealous men that are jealous of their bisexual girlfriends because they can get play quicker than they can get play. I don't make the rules. I just talk about them. I just talk about the rules. I think my mom knows that I'm bisexual. My sister knows, I believe. I don't talk about it, but I can say today I am for certain mostly interested in women. If I was to ever be in a relationship with a cis hetero male, he would literally have to like be super unique. He would have to make a list, a long list. And the list that I have in mind when it comes to ever dating a cis hetero male again, who is in tune with like his femininity, doesn't have a criminal background, doesn't have any kids or desires to have any kids, a man that is an atheist, doesn't desire marriage, that's well traveled and a high intellect, basic shit to me, which is like intersectionality, the bell hooks and of the world. You're very well read and you're in tune with politics and you understand women's rights, you understand women's history, like you understand sexuality, and there are not many around. I'm not even just talking about men that are educated, that have like bachelors or even a PhD. I've met men that have PhDs and stuff like that. Having a conversation with them was just so like,
You can't do it! I can't. You are stressing me to hell. I can't. I'm done.
they suck at conversation. They don't have really good media literacy. The way that people talk about bisexuality is crazy. You don't know if the same sex is interested in you because you're like, I'm also a very friendly person. So I don't know. When I'm flirting with women, I don't think she is catching on. But if she is, I'm awkward as hell. And I might like be just in my head, she's just being nice. You know, she's not really attracted to me like that. Is she? It's a tricky space, but you are attracted to who you're attracted to. I may be attracted to a bisexual woman or a bisexual male or a trans woman or a trans male. Like the fluency to me, it's hard to like meet people that just get it. I'm not a linear person at all. I'm very unique. I don't make that my personality. I'm just open-minded. The free-spirited person. But that's it. Let people love who they love. Let people do whatever they want to do. I do whatever I want to do. Everybody is welcomed over here on my channel. This is a LGBTQ plus IA community that we support over here, and I do not tolerate any hate, bigotry whatsoever on my channel, okay? And I know that I'm gonna get some stranglers coming in and leaving certain comments. That's bound to happen. People take me being kind as flirting. So many different scenarios. And my last name is Smiley for a reason. So I'm going to keep smiling and I'm going to keep being nice and kind. I'm a social butterfly. I'm an Aquarius. So obviously, I mean, I walk into a room and I light it up. Because I am someone that approaches people. I'm someone that can walk up to a stranger and introduce myself with no nerves in my body. I'm not nervous around people like that. And I'm not a limited individual. I'm not going to be stuck in a box. I believe in sharing myself with the world, just not limited to one thing. And I never been that type of person. The world is my oyster and I want to discover so much. And it's so funny because I have friends that are like, I wish I was gay or I wish I was attracted to women because I'm so tired of men. I get what they mean by that, but I'm like, I didn't choose to be bisexual or I didn't choose to be attracted to the same sex. And you shouldn't force yourself to be with someone that's the same sex as you because you're tired of the opposite sex. I need the D. I need the D. I need the D. And I'm like, girl, this is where you lose me. Been there, done that. I got the coffee mug. I got on all the rides. I got the t-shirt. Been there, done that. I know what it's like to be with a man and know it's not that serious for you to be like, I can't ever live without D. Oh my God, I wish I was gay because these men are driving me crazy and I have to sleep with them even though I don't. Y'all are crazy. There are some messed up women out there too. There are some queer ladies out there. Just make sure that you entertain the right people. That's all. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye.